Question of the day. I know folks are out here saying that there's a such thing as good cops. Well, if that's the case, well, where are the good cops arresting all the bad cops? The whole police department would collapse on itself. There ain't none of that. There ain't no bad cops being out here prosecuted and given death the same way other races, especially black folks, would get dealt with. Because, you know, this government will say that being black, just existing, is a crime in itself, and they will find your black butt and lock you up quick, fast, and in a hurry. And if they're even speculating that you actually committed a crime, they will find you, throw you in jail before they get any evidence, before they even identify that it's even you. There's gonna be 2 other people, 5 other people who looks just like you. They're black, don't have to look nothing like you, they're just black. They're gonna get locked up as well, quick, fast, and in a hurry. So the fact that they don't even keep that same energy when it comes to cops, that should already be telltale right there, because that don't make no sense that we can even come out of our mouth to say that there's a such thing as good cops, when the whole idea of cops is to steal, kill, and destroy, and to murder, all in the name of a license, all in the name of serving and protecting the LLC. Not serving and protecting the flesh and blood beings, but protecting the business of United Snakes of Slamerica. Because, you know, if you're a citizen, your property. Your mom was an informant on you, and you became subject to being well, not you, your trust became monetized by the government, and they don't distinguish the difference between a government name, a government entity that was made, and something that was actually created by the Most High through a woman's flesh from a man's seed. They don't distinguish the difference between that, because the only thing they can do is interact with corporate people. So they got their death squad out here tearing up the place, but we want to sit here and say that there's a such thing as good cops. We don't never hear from the good cops like that, because there ain't no such thing as good cops. They can be good for one moment to one person, and the rest of their career is devoted to destruction, murdering, stealing, killing, you know, not helping the widows out, taking kids away from the family, splitting up the family, supporting the molester care system, foster care system, you know, all kind of stuff, helping out on foreclosing on people's so-called properties that they think they own but they actually rent. Yeah, it don't seem like it's working out for y'all with this whole, you know, good cop thing, because if they were really such good cops, then they would not be shooting folks up. They would try every other weapon. They would go through all 9 weapons on their clip, and then end with the gun, if needed be. But they're not going to do that. They're going to go straight for a gun. If there's a such thing as good cops, then they should not be higher than the law. They're not better than nobody else. They're human just like other people. There are beasts of the field cops too. I gotta give credit where it's due. But it ain't like that. That's definitely not the case. Let's come out of that fairy tale, because that will never be the case. The whole idea of where cops came from was definitely from, you know, slave days, slave codes, whatever you want to call them. Catch 'em all, Pokemon, murk 'em all, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, you can't have something that's called a police division. You know, the police divide, policy or policy enforcer, whatever you want to call them, police, the police, the people's lice. like a taskmasters in the days of Egypt. Yeah, to protect and serve you up a knuckle sandwich, a couple of bullets to the jaw, all that food for thought, bullets for the brain, whatever way you want to put it. You know, this ain't right. You know, when you see them cop colors, white and black, you know it's a thing of division and about race. You know, when you see red and blue lights, you think about people with red blood and the blue blood people. Everybody's blood ain't the same. Everybody sure ain't. Take a look at them veins. I know my blood ain't red because it definitely don't show through my skin. I don't turn like a tomato, like certain beasts of the field white folks when they get upset. I mean, to be honest, this ain't the business going out believing that there's a such thing as good cops. No, that's not how the cop industry works. They would not make any money. That's how they fund their system, off of, you know, giving folks tickets and helping the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. The point is, cops ain't as innocent as people like to make them out. And it's evident in itself. You can have a cop, a white cop, beast of the field cop, out in a black area dancing, playing jacks, I don't know what you call them, marbles, with some kids one day, and they go to the other side of the neighborhood and they're shooting them up. You see that on the news all the time. They try to paint the image of a good cop. You see that propaganda on TV all the time. You know, creating an image of good cop, especially white cops, out there giving $100 bills out for Christmas and trying to put some smiles on people's faces, and then after they go collect on that $100 bill 6 months down the year. They're definitely better than y'all, and y'all like that. Y'all support it. Y'all want the police. Y'all call the police. Y'all don't call your mama, your daddy, your bald-headed granny, and not the stanky lady down the street with the pickles and the panties. You ain't calling nobody else. First person you call is the cops, because you just believe in your heart and your soul they are such good people. So somebody else can't play cops. You know, a regular man, woman, girl or boy on the streets to try to help somebody out. We can't have guns, but cops can, even though they have more of a representation of murking people with guns and shooting at people just for target practice. But they're afforded more privileges than other people. But a lot of tyranny comes through legalism used by the police. So that looks like it's working out well for you guys. Oh, you keep crying every time a cop does something wrong, but oh my goodness, it is all hell when somebody else of your own kind does it. Wow. Wow. Ain't that a shame? That's pathetic. Whew. Yeah.